Okay. Alrighty, here we go. So standing wide right behind that BOSU ball, let's squat and lift. So just touch down. Oh, kind of getting that blood flowing. I got up a little bit later than usual. I set my timer on my phone or my alarm on my phone, but I didn't hit save. So my alarm clock went off. I'm like, oh my God, it's my second alarm. So up and running a little bit is always a great way to start the day. Although I was prepared, I knew what we were going to do. So that's all that matters. We're getting that head right when you jump out of bed is a half the work. So you're touching down, your feet stay wide, heels are kind of taking that weight, and then you drop in those hips. We got 40 seconds on the timer on our little Friday cardio business. And I'm right behind that BOSU ball. So when this timer is done, I'm going to bring my hands right down to the top right here and walk my feet back. And you're going to just take that total stance of your hands, and then you're going to give me mountain climbers. So now you're just going to take it from that high position, keep those hips low, and let your arms stabilize you. You're running and pushing off that back foot. Yeah, and if that knee can touch that BOSU ball, great. We'll kind of do our 1-2, 1-2, I think, today. So you got a lot of time to think about what's coming up next when you're in the second exercise, and then I'll add on to that. So 3-2, get back to your feet wide. This time we're gonna squat and rotate. So same movement, adding a little bit of an upward twist. So you get those legs, weight right centered, and I'm kind of using my BOSU ball as my guide. And you exhale, you stand and twist, getting that whole upper body warmed up. There we go. Down and twist. Yeah, think about kind of what you're warming up here, right at that outer hip, glute area. 5 seconds. You're taking those hands right back to the BOSU ball, and we'll run that mountain climber. So this mountain climber, you can stay in a plank and run like this, heels up, which is a little bit different than we've done before, like glute kickers, or you can bring those knees in. Glute kickers works your quads a little bit more. You're gonna keep your body steady, and then you're just keeping those thighs to the floor. Don't know why we haven't thought of this before. Again, another video I was watching yesterday, I'm like, why are they doing that? And then I'm like, well, that's why, because you can feel your quads a little bit differently. So that's a 1-2, 1-2, 10 seconds. And you're gonna hold the plank out on the BOSU ball, and we'll get our upper body going. So mountain climbers are glute kickers, feeling that in my upper body already. Hold the plank. You got 5 seconds on the in-between, take that little stretch, and you're going over the ball, stretch back into downward dog. So now we're gonna get this upper body working, and we're gonna stay in the plank for a round of abs. So this will be chest and back, all the way down on top. Exhale, push back. I'm looking back at my feet. Every time I come back into that downward dog, I kind of look down, back, and push my chest back. My toes are to the edge of the mat, and then my rib cage and navel area comes right over the top of the ball. I get that narrow push up, hold it up right here, and we're holding into this plank, and right knee, left knee, right knee. You're bringing those knees, burning a little bit on those arms. That knee comes up and around right to that mid forearm. Same arm. If this is too much on those shoulders, you can take it down on your elbows. If you don't like that leg movement, you can just bend those knees and tap the ground here so you're not pulling the leg forward. That'll work the core as well. That'll be level a little bit easier than what we're doing here. This would be level 2, tapping. Level 1 would be just bending, then tapping the floor. You're gonna pick up that one heavy dumbbell for this next 2. So pick up your kettlebell or the 20, whatever your heavy weight is, and we're gonna squat and row. So if I'm hanging on the dumbbell, I'm just taking it to the floor, to my chest. If you've got the kettlebell at the handle, nice and easy, down to the ground, stand and pull it right up to your clavicle, but your elbows lead. Down and lift. There we go. Just let me adjust this quick. Down and up. And then if you've got that ability to swing, number 2 will be the swing action with the arms. 5 seconds. And however you're hanging onto that weight, you can hang on to both heads of it. Okay, plant your feet, hips go back, and there's that little swing. So coming straight out at you is the butt end of the kettlebell. And I'm just standing up perfectly tall. When we did that training, gosh, it was years ago, I had that guy come over, we did that kettlebell training against the wall. We stood with our back there, and that's how high you come up. So you tap the wall with your backside and then your upper body. So you just hit those 2 points, not arching any further back. It was a really good way to train. 5, 4, back to number 1. You're about 5 seconds to catch your breath, which is about 1 big breath. Stop the movement, and now we go down and up. Whew, vertical load and upper body. Squat, upper body row. There we go, looking good. Tap that ground so you're still constantly, legs are loaded, upper body works. Nice. Yeah, drive it up through those elbows. I just have a nice, easy grip on that handle. Yeah. This easy, like A-B exercise or 1-2 exercise mentally is a little more organized. Physically, you know it's coming and you can push. All right, load the weight in those heels. We have the swing, number 2. Hips back. And let you take your 3 or 4 reps to get to that position. And then you want to just maintain that easy pendulum, fast, slow. And really think about that tight top squeeze from that backside. Oh, breathing here. Nice. We're going to use the BOSU ball and the weight for these next 2 exercises. And it'll turn out to be 4 because we're going to do right side, left side. All right, catch your breath. Right leg is going to go on top of the BOSU ball. Kettlebell's in that left hand. So I've got stability. And now I'm getting a 1-arm row while my leg is shaky on the ball. So my back foot is my kickstand. My right hand can be on my thigh, can be down. Oh my gosh, how's that balance? For balance, or out to the side if I want the challenge. Out to the side actually kind of counterbalances your movement. So it's where you place that right heel on top of there, how far back your left leg is. Oh my goodness. We're gonna go over the top on the next one, which actually probably is gonna be easier. Oh my gosh, hang on to that weight right up at your rib cage. Nice and easy, you just hop it over, up and over, we call this. And then we'll repeat this, obviously on the other side. Look how soft and squatted you land, power it up, and then stick that landing. You keep that weight up by your chest, it'll hold your posture. Yeah, that's not easy. That's gonna burn those legs, get the heart rate pumping. 10 seconds. Yikes. Oh my goodness, it'll feel good to load this left leg. Okay, catch your breath. Find your balance, left foot on top and right arm. So it's about where my right leg is and then trying not to load all the weight on this left side. You take your left arm away and then you realize what's working. You get the back of that stabilizing leg. That looks good. You can take this to the floor if this isn't working for you. Do what works for that upper body. And if the instability isn't working for you, dump it. Same thing, we're gonna go up and over. If this is taxing anywhere but arms and legs, then you can set the kettlebell down. So load that weight, you're squatted. Press it up against your chest up and over. There we go. And this is only our first round. We're gonna repeat this so you're getting 2 sets on each side. I'll mix up the in-between cardio, I think, on the next one. Yeah, look at how you land. Pull those shoulders back. Chest is up. I'll let us catch our breath after this one. Perfect. There you go. See, now your mind is like, oh, I'm going back to this leg. I can do this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, catch your breath. Catch your breath after that first set. Very nice. I'm going to reset the timer. Get a drink of water if you need to. This time, you're going to have your right side. No, it'll be our left side again. Left side will be on there. Right arm's going to be rowing. We'll do the 1-arm row. Then we're going to step to the ground and you're going to swing just with that right arm. This is our lighter weight. Typically, you'd be probably doubling this weight. So you're going to move the right arm on the row, swing with the right arm on the stance, not using the BOSU ball on number 2. And then we'll repeat that, okay? Okay, so left foot on the center. So now you want to be pretty stable. So I'm kicking that right leg out. BOSU ball is here. Kettlebell's down. Left arm is out. And give me that nice low row. So you're thinking pull, upper back, shoulder. Totally different than when we do the swing. There, second time around, you kind of feel like, yep, I've got this. You look stationary, a little more balanced. Perfect. Yeah, let your back help out with that. So as far over as I can get my chest over that thigh, that puts my right arm parallel to the ceiling as I'm pulling up. 3, 2, stay wide, right arm only, left hand goes at my back, and thumb goes forward, bend those hips forward, and just take that nice pendulum swing. This is legs. Easy grip on that weight, whatever you're hanging on to, and push. There, really focusing backside. Yes, I know your arm is hanging onto it. It's a light grip. Your arm is locked out. You are the most mechanically advantaged to use momentum here. Push. Exhale as you get that arm out. Inhale as you absorb that swing. Oh, nice. We've got the other side to do. And then we're gonna put that kettlebell down. Okay, switch. Phew. Let that arm relax. Load the leg. And now other side, load. Oh my gosh, shaky. Trembling on the BOSU ball. If that creates that bouncing on the BOSU ball like mine is, you may reposition the foot or take it to the ground. Wow. Sometimes that just sends you reeling. So it's about the arm. I want you feeling from the back of the shoulder down to that elbow, tricep into the lat on the side of your body while you're rolling it up. Yeah, that's heavy. We've got the swing on this left arm. 4, 3. It's all about how you plant your feet. Turn your thumb outward, right hand at your back. Start with the hips. They go back and then thrust your arm forward. It takes me about 3 before I'm at that full height. Then you're managing the swing. Yeah, if you just think slow, fast, fast, slow, fast. Squeeze that backside. This should not be hurting in the arm or the back, legs, core. You've got this, 15 seconds. Easy grip on there. We're gonna set that down, catch your breath. We're gonna grab the tube here. In 4, 3, 2. Okay, set that off to the side. Picking up your tubing. So get your second to grab that. We're going to take.
Not the purple or the red?
I'm using the heavier one, the red one. The red one. So I would grab the red one, or if you've got the blue, you either have red or blue. Yeah, not the purple one. The purple one's gonna be too light. So our first round with this is going to be bicep curls And you can always take one foot out. So this is going to be tight. It doesn't really matter. Your goal is not to get all the way to the top. It's time under tension. You will stop when your muscle can't do anymore. So we're going to alternate bicep curls for number 1. You'll step off of it. You're going to take the handles in that right hand. You're going to straddle, jack for number 2. Okay. Then I'm going to do a tricep and a tricep. So we're going to end up doing probably 6 exercises this round. So 1 in a cardio, then a tricep and a cardio. Starting with the bicep curl. So get your feet probably narrow. And I just need you to be even. That's the biggest thing with the tubing, is that when you pull up, you have even tension. Okay, shoulders are back, chest is up. Tuck your elbows in, almost in front. And you're going right, left, left. So I love the tube. It's very indicative of what your muscles are doing. You are stretching when they're long at the bottom, and it contracts. So pull, relax, pull, relax. You are controlling the downward flopping open, would you say? On the way up, it's all tight tension on that bicep. So if you're alternating, you have a little bit more range, probably could get up to the shoulder height, but we don't want this. You just don't want to be curled over here. You're up tall. I'm more concerned that you're pulling the shoulders back. And handles go into the right hand. Loop is into the left hand. Straddle that BOSU ball. Squat, jump on. Down and out, up and in. I'm pulling those tubes right to my chest. Arms go down and out, up and in. I'm sticking the landing every time you jump on there. Yes. So the sticking of the landing is where you absorb all of that weight in those legs. You're low, low. I'm never really standing up, so I'm in a low squatty position the entire time. Whew, that'll burn the legs. And listen how soft you are. Ninja-like. Down and out. Up and in with the arms. Down and out. Up and in. Perfect. Okay. Hang on to this with your left hand. Step on the tube with the left foot. It's behind you. Tricep. Push. Push. Now I just have that handle. So this is what this looks like. I'm up tall, elbows pointed out and away. I drop that hand behind me. This lifting of that right leg is totally secondary. You can balance on there, great. If you can't, take your toe down. The primary mover is the tricep here. Tricep extension. We will stay on the floor for scissor jacks on this. Well, why would we? We've got the BOSU ball. We're gonna do scissor jacks on this next one. I just put the loop in my left hand this time, or my handles in the left hand. Scissor jacks can be on the floor of the BOSU ball. You're here, I'm on the ball, switch, 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 okay? So this is actually exercise number 4. We've got 5 and 6 with the other tricep, and then we go back to the bicep business. So nice, landing, hold those arms out in front of you. Push into the tube if you want a little bit more back and chest. Oh, that looks great. Perfect, breathing, breathing. Nice. Very agile. Does that feel kind of soft, like you're real athletic on this one? And take the handle into your right hand. Step on the handle with the right foot, up behind you. Balance. Oh, my little tricky arm, I slept on that funny again. Just absolute weakness here. Push up with that palm. The ideal movement is elbow toward where you're looking, and that arm extends straight up with the handle pushed in right into your palm of your hand. Pull your posture back up and get that movement. Oh. Just when I thought my shoulder was better, I woke up to it, I'm like, oh, I can't move it. It's just literally right there. I like just a weakness. Oh, same action. Handles in the right hand, loop in the left, scissor jacks, and this is number 6. So you get really comfortable with your form, pushing yourself just to that cardio limit. Let your legs do this work here while your arms are stationary. The tighter you push into those arms, the more that upper body kind of becomes kind of static. So you're working those muscles. isometrically, push. And then landing soft on that foot. That looks great. Push through this. You got 8 seconds. And then we're back to the bicep curl. This time we're gonna do both at the same time. So here's your modification. Back to exercise number 1. See what you can do with them together. Feet together, hands together, pull together. Now, I took my elbows to my side, so that's gonna give me a little bit easier range. This is harder. So if that's where you start and you come here, fine. Pull all the way to the top. Don't worry about numbers of reps or speed. It's hitting that top, slowly relaxing to the bottom. Yes. Second set, you got this. 5, 4, 3. We're gonna straddle jack, just as we did at the beginning. Loop and handles, you know what to do with this. You're down, up and land. Arms can now stay out on round 2. If you want those arms to just stay here, we were going down and I was pulling them up and in. You stay out. That works a little bit harder. Yeah, you lose the momentum from your arms. Push. Listen to how you're landing. Is it a thud? Is it graceful? Is it ninja-like? Oh, are you waking up the entire house doing this? 5, 4. Yeah, if you're in the lower
I'm
level
at
now.
an advantage. I have no one to wake up.
I was just gonna say, I have one who sleeps through a freight train, so he's not gonna get up. But I'm upstairs.
I'm loud enough, I'll wake your whole house.
Yeah, oh geez. All right, you've got that left arm up and behind you. Show me that full on tricep extension. Now, if you want to help or hinder, I'm gonna pull with the tube or assist with the tube. So you've got that other hand behind you. I like that position because it puts you upright. It's hard to slouch with my hand behind me. So upright and look to see where your line of sight is going. Oh, yes. Your goal is to extend that arm fully to the top. Okay, scissor jacks. You can hang on to that tube where you want. You're over the top. Out arms, outstretched arms are always going to be a little more challenging. So work that position and try to be nice and quiet on the top of that BOSU ball. Yeah, there we go. I like this. Makes it feel real organized. We've got those biceps worked. We've got the other tricep to do, the right tricep. Now we're moving on. Yes, push this. 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay. Second set on the right side. Set it up. Step right on that notch so you know it's not going to slip from under your foot. Find your balance and then let that tricep extend. Palm to the ceiling. And keeping the elbow close to your head, that's just as important. So you're not out to the side. Push it toward the front. Oh, I just cannot have any tension on that. That's so dumb. It's got to be the nerve because I can do a tricep push-up. As soon as I lift up here, the way that shoulder position is, it's like pinching the nerve. So the tricep doesn't know what to do. Oh, it was so much better yesterday. I'm so frustrated. So if you modify, that's fine. If you have to modify like I am, great. Last scissor jack. I want you to hold those arms out this time. So no movement in the tube, straight out. Last scissor jack, and then you're gonna get a break as we get to the next exercise. So nice and light on the top. Getting ready for our next exercise. We're gonna be off of the ball with your weight. So 20 pounds, or if you have a lighter weight, we're going to do that up and push, the one arm kind of good morning thing with squats. So I'll show you the options. I just have a kettlebell, so I'll show you what I'm going to do with this one. 6, 5, 4, 3. Fantastic. Dump the tube. Okay. I'm just going to stand behind the BOSU ball, and I'm going to have the kettlebell. We've done this with the one dumbbell, and it's typically lighter than 20. Okay, get yourself a little drink of water. So
what weight do you want?
I'm gonna hang on to the 20. So if you can do 20 and you have the handle, great. If you have a 20-pound weight, or if you want to go lighter, you can go 15. I'm gonna hang on to the weight in my left hand, and I'm gonna step and row to the side. So I'm going out to the side, and I'm basically just using the width of the BOSU ball. So I'm standing on the left side of the BOSU ball with my left foot, right foot steps out, I go down to the foot, up and row, almost to find my balance on that leg. So this left leg stays really stationary as the right leg does the movement. And then we're gonna come to the center and squat and press, okay? So that'll be one to this side, then we'll do the other side. So stand tall, weight or dumbbells in that hand, and we step to the right. Get low on that right leg, push into the left, low. Now you've got a side, like the momentum is going side to side, down low, up nice and high. And I want you thinking squat. If you have a lighter weight, you're taking your whole hand down to the toe and then up here. You might even take that weight up and over your head. So say I have that 15, I would be going here, down to the foot, shoulder overhead. So you end in our little cheerleader stance, okay? So all I want you to think is bend that right leg, sit down low, come up high. It's not your back. Now we're in the center, straddling kind of that BOSU position, feet are that width, sit and press. So your squat becomes the middle part of this. Yes. So from that side, chest is lifted, elbows touch my knees, but I never bend at forward. I'm never bending here. So almost like you're gonna fall backwards. Hips go back, press. Deep into the bend to benefit the glutes. This whole round is gonna be glutes, and then our second round is gonna be isolation. 5, 4. Yeah, move the weight to the right hand, foot to the right side. You're stepping down to the left with the one arm row. We step down, bend that left leg, up and row. Bend that left leg, or I almost like the lighter dumbbell actually. If I have my dumbbell, especially on this arm, I can hit those points. I hit toe, hit the shoulder overhead while I'm in the balance. It's a very complex move. It looks real easy. Right side is just holding the position. You sit down low, and then I want you to stick the landing in that cheerleader stance and then take that momentum down. So you're absorbing the bend, the weight, and then locking it up in place. It is not an easy move. Into the center we go. This time we hold the squat. So no movement, sit down and hold, and you can give me that little pulsing. But look how low you are. Now, if I want to cheat, I can rest my elbows here. I would prefer you didn't, but that's how low. Or I'm pulsing from that position. Oh my goodness.
Ugh.
That should be a burn, but your chest is up. You're not looking down. You're looking up. Whoo. Yeah, we're gonna go to the other side here. Give me 13 seconds. You got this,
yeah.
just holding. My goodness, if the weight gets too much, you can set that down and you can be here, but this is your back posture, high. Okay, bud. Into the left hand, stepping off the other direction. To the right side, to the left side of the BOSU ball. We go down to the right foot, up and row. So if you did this row the first time, I would love for you to take that weight and get to this. I really do love this part right here. This is inner thigh. Yeah. And if you've got a lighter weight or you don't have the height, you can bring it out and punch it out to the front. So this just gets your abs, inner thigh, and then the stable side of that left leg. Perfect. It's just a big, huge, a lot going on movement. That's why I love it. It's really an advanced movement. Okay, up in the center, the squat with the press is gonna feel great. Sit back. Whew, we gotta move. Now, if the arms are getting to be the problem, hold the dumbbell. You've got big strength in those legs. Use it. So they're working together. They're big muscles. Power through this. Sit. Push hips forward. This is your kettlebell where you end on the kettlebell swing. Look at the perfect posture, tall, tight squeeze, sit back, absorb the weight, push it forward. Pretend a rope is kind of around your waistband. Someone's pulling you back and then pulling you forward. You're pushing against that, is what I should say. Okay, last side. Right hand to the right side of the ball. Stepping down into this left, row and balance. Take the time to stick that landing. You're down, up and push. My magic carpet sliding in here. Once you start getting fatigued, look at what happens. We lose our posture. Fight for that. Ugh. And if it's the weight that's just too much, get rid of it. I'd rather see you hit those low point, the middle, and the end with perfect extension. 3, you're ready for that pulse, that stagnant, static, isometric? Yes, we can. Yes, you are. Sit back and hold. So if I touch my clavicle here with that, whatever, the handle of the kettlebell, it just keeps me upright. I'm less likely to do this. As soon as you stay high in the hips and round out the back, you're straining everything. So let the body sit. You can hang onto the kettlebell here if that's getting to be too much. I can rest on my elbows. I can do this without the kettlebell, and or you can pulse. Yes, it should be right at the top of your thighs. And I promise we're gonna isolate after this. You give me 5, 4, push through this. You've got this strength. We're gonna take one little break. All right, come out of it. Shake it out. Oh, wow.
My eyes are watering so bad today. What is the deal?
Okay, mine were yesterday. I'm like, what is going on?
I
thought I slept.
It's warm or something. They're just like are teary.
It has got to be allergies. Mine have been terrible. My client came in, he goes, I've been scratching my eyeballs, so his eye was all red. It's something is in the air, this weather, something. I'm itchy everywhere. And my eyes were like, I was crying, like burning, crying. So stupid.
Yeah. I have like itchy patches on my arms.
Okay. Yeah, it's gotta be something, because that's exactly what my client has. And like almost, he has eczema.
It's almost like eczema.
Yeah, yep, exactly. Yep. Oh, it's not good. And typically his is triggered by something he's eating, but his eyes are all itchy. It's not good. Okay, so catch your breath. We're going to stay stationary. Now, I'm going to hang on to the kettlebell. It just kind of counterbalances the balance part. We just got done working, going this way. So I'm going to keep you standing on the right leg with your kettlebell. So stand like this. I don't know if you're going to need the BOSU ball for balance. If you want to, great. You would be standing on the ball for this. I'm going to stand on the floor today. I think it's my shoes, but I'm holding the left leg up. So now I'm using my mat like a box that I'm standing in. I'm pushing my left leg back. Oops, I need more clearance. My left leg goes back. My right hand goes to my right foot. And it's just the one-legged deadlift. So from the side, you look like this. Leg goes back. This leg stays straight, down, up and pull. It looks so easy. It takes a lot of control to get that weight down in front of your foot and then bring that knee up through the middle. Left heel goes back, left knee comes forward. The arm really is barely moving, right? I mean, you're just going forward. And if the weight is too much, I set that kettlebell down and then that becomes my target. Right hand to the handle. It's not so much about the weight you're holding. It really isn't. Now we hold it like this. And here's where the balance has helped. I'm just going to take that same left leg and instep to my right heel and then kick that leg back. Your right side should be in flames right now. Okay, you're standing tall. That left leg is just coming to a T to my heel. I'm floating the left leg the entire time. Oh my gosh. And this is responsible for holding your posture. Chest is up, leg is moving, working that left glute. Oh my God, so intense. We're gonna do a 1, 2, 3 action on this one. You're gonna set that weight down because I wanna shake it out. You're going to just run in place. So now you've got a nice narrow stance and your chest is up. This should actually feel good. You could do this on the BOSU ball. Maybe our second round, I'll challenge you. We've done that before. It looks a little crazy because you're just reacting to the BOSU ball. Actually, it feels kind of nice on your legs. So we'll do that in round 2. But for now, your imaginary walls from your mat are keeping you very narrow. Just push it out. Give me 10 seconds. Then we're going to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Pick it up with your left side. Load your left leg. Right knee starts inward. Reach, touch the floor. Reach, push the knee. Oh, a lot easier on the side. There's a sense of balance. As soon as you touch that dumbbell or kettlebell to the floor, all I'm thinking is, I just picture that bird on the glass, you know, that little tipping bird. That's all you're doing here. Back. Remember, the mat has walls. Stay narrow and you're straight down, straight up. God, some of these slow fine-tuning movements are harder than some of the big, powerful ones. Stay right there. Turn that heel into, or your instep into your heel. I'm leaning forward and I'm pushing straight back with the right leg this time. Left leg is completely straight, locked out, holding all of your stability. Woo-wee. Oh my gosh, it's 6:25. What? How have we been doing this for 40 minutes? I don't buy it. Is that correct? And push with that leg. We got to get some abs going. We've done a lot of isolation. Shoot, this is only our first round. 10 seconds. I have to change that up. We're not leaving without abs today. We got some good ones for the BOSU ball. 3, 2. Set that down. Let's try to run on this BOSU ball. Let's just give this our last little hurrah challenge. You're up on top, and all you're going to do, it is actually easier. So if you're losing your balance, you'll just push back up. So don't worry about it. Just be soft in your knees. I'm staring straight ahead. Or if you have a mirror, would be great, but just avoid hyperextending your knees or do it on the floor. It feels nice because I'm not pounding on the floor here, but you got to keep your balance. Abs in tight. Yeah, it's good for those joints. You can do this. 10 seconds.
You can do this. I can't. I'm on the floor.
I was losing my balance. I'm like, okay, that was fun. That was fun to try. Okay, we're gonna sit down and you're gonna stand right back up. So we're getting our abs prepared. So I just stepped in front of the ball. Stand up tight, sit down nice and easy. Arms are out in front of you, no extra body weight here. Or no, I have tons of extra body weight. No extra weighted resistance. I'd love to lose some of my extra body weight. You roll down into your heels, sit down on the ball, push back into the foot, and stand up, really smooth and graceful. Whew, 10 seconds, and we stay down on these last 3 minutes. God, that went so fast today. Well, they're 45-second intervals. I suppose that makes a difference. When each round is a minute and a half, you're only gonna get through 40 rounds. Okay, seated. Now, I'm a little bit to the front. Hands go to the floor behind you, but you're still the width of your BOSU ball, and I'm just gonna show you the heels, my bottom of my feet. So I'm not from the side, my waistband's on there, my legs are out, but what's over the top is my waistband. So if the label is on the ball, I'm laying right with my waistband on top of the ball, or my belly button right over that BOSU label, okay? And you're just holding. I'm light in my arms, which you're going to prove to me here in a second. So I can lean back a little bit, then I'm gonna reach my arms forward. Now, what happens is I'm just gonna lift my legs maybe a little bit. Maybe you have to hang on to the legs. You should be balanced. And then it just requires this to tighten up. This again is isometric. You've produced the contraction in the muscle, but there's no other movement. So you're just tight and holding. This is how your abs work during the day. You're holding that position, holding your posture. They pretty much are in an isometric. So you want to train that as well. And then we also want the movement. 10 seconds. Heels are going to go down, arms are going to go up. Oh my goodness, this should be burning. Shoulders are rounded here. You're kind of slouchy. This isn't your best posture. Heels down, arms up, and we go right, left. Oh my word. Now, if you need to modify this, you can sit up higher, elbow to the knee. The twist becomes very functional. This is how you move in a day. We walk with that right, left business. Not with this dramatic ab flare. I'm probably assuming we don't, but work it here. You've got the strength. Reach, touch that toe and look to the opposite side. So get your whole back rotating. Oh, 10 seconds. You've got this. You can do this. Breathe. 4, 3, 2. All right, just lay on this right hip. Nothing touches the floor. Side, side plank. Nothing touching the floor. Now, if you've got balance, left arm goes up and you send those legs out, that's fine. The key is to have your body perpendicular on top of this. If your left hand comes to the front, kind of right where your right hand or elbow is, you're going to look to the floor. That's probably going to get you in a nice long straight line. Squeeze your feet together. Oh, that should feel really, really isolated, just right through the middle. We transition by rolling to your front, so you'll be facing away, but we're going to work your back. 4, 3, 2. I'm just going to roll all the way over, set my hips down in that position. Feet go to the width of my mat. Hands are down to the width of the mat. I pull up and squeeze. If that's too much, keep your arms down. If it's not enough, you can reach your arms over your head when you come up and reach and down. But look at the legs. They stay down, toes to the ground. Lift all the way from the back of your neck to the middle, right where your quadratus lumborum, that ab wraps around and attaches to the middle of that back. That's what you're working here. So be gentle, but make those muscles endure this. This is your posture. Hold it up right here. Hold it. And then rotate. Right hip or left hip this time. Right arm goes up. And you can make yourself small, which is a little bit easier. Your left elbow is tucked into that BOSU ball. Nothing is touching the floor. Or you can look down at the floor and bring your right hand in front of your left hand and just maintain that. Squeezing the leg is going to get the inner thigh. A little more isolation for us today. I like that. When you're statically holding in that isometric, those deep, all those supporting muscles are just contracting, it's going to bring your body temperature up because you got a lot more muscles that are holding. Sit up on the top. So sometimes I'll just feel like I'm so hot and sweaty as this progresses. After you're done, that little burn is really good. Bring your arms over the top. And I want you to gently look down. So now you've got the instability of the BOSU ball, which I kind of like. But if you're trying to challenge your flexibility, you may not need that. So you could do this on the floor or on your stool or something that isn't moving. Oh, reach those hands around that foot. Feel that coming out of the back of the shoulder, back of your legs. Oh my gosh, I just didn't get through everything today. Feet together in the middle, and let's come over the top like this. And that's your outer hip, inner thigh, that side to side. We did a lot of that kind of hip mobility today, where you straddle, jack and jump, move to the side with a knee balance. Fine tuning, I would say. Let's cross that left leg over the right and then sit up in that twist. And now you just wring your spine out. You're up perfectly tall, looking over toward that left shoulder. I need to secure this carpet down. Every time I jump or go laterally, it's like sliding. Oh boy, watch me fall into the wall one of these days. It'd make for a great blooper reel. Oh, twisting through that upper body and back. And it's Friday. I love this. Heels to the edge. Give me that forward fold. You're stretching over the top, letting your body be long and relaxed. Hands come up to your thighs and you just kind of slowly stack your body. Oh my gosh. That was a big one today. A big, nice push of the cardio.
Oh.
How you feeling?
Good. I was really sore after Wednesday.
I was
Okay.